It's fairly common for singer-songwriters to work with other musicians. A drummer might step in to embellish a song's rhythmic track, a guest guitarist might introduce a new sound, but the one collaboration our next guest chose might surprise you. Lake Placid's Caitlin Scholl talks with Doyle Dean about her new album, Following the Light, and one of its surprising guest artists.
The album to me feels like, I think song number 1, Ocean, is kind of a song about this crossroads, being at a crossroads. And the last song is at a different crossroads. And it's like if you took like a toilet paper roll and you shined a flashlight through it. There's like the light going in one side, and then, you know, there's like the world of the album down the tunnel, you know, and then it shoots out the other side. That's how I would describe it.
I went to the ocean and I can't find a bed. I went to the seaside and I couldn't find the dead. Couldn't find the dead.
Scholl told me that guitar work is courtesy of Upper J's Chris Kowenko. She had another collaborator on the project, one you might not expect. This is the sound of moss on a boulder, after a little translation.
I used this nifty little machine called Plant Wave, where you basically hook it up to a plant and it takes the electromagnetic impulse of the plant and it turns it into a MIDI signal. And then you can play, you can record the plant's sound, basically. And
okay,
then
hold on a minute.
It's in MIDI.
We got to talk about this. So which song and then which plant and what sound is it making? We need to know.
I'll talk about Golden Curtain.
So just to clarify, the plant wave device picks up an electrical signal, turns it into MIDI, musical instrument digital interface, that's then interpreted by a synthesizer. Here's Caitlin Scholl again.
You know, I was in the Adirondacks and I had this machine with me. It was summertime, like I was in the woods, things were bursting and lush, and it just had this great feeling of like becoming, right? And growth. And in this song, there was this huge boulder and it was covered in that like dense, thick moss. And I just hooked it up and I was like, this has this beautiful kind of monumental feel to it and this lushness, and I recorded it, and then I ended up using that MIDI signal and layering it into that track.
That's Caitlin Scholl, collaborating with plants on her record Following the Light. She told me that becoming a mom for the second time also influenced the album.
I was still really balancing my new life and my new identity. I didn't really know how to be an artist and also a mom. They're so all-consuming. Actually, the last song on the album is really kind of about that. The sort of half of it is this lullaby. And then there was this other tune that I had made. They sort of cross and overlap in it. The other one is, for me, more about the other life, the what if. And so it's really kind of a crossroads.
Little bird, she sings the baby to sleep, for she knows just what to say.
I did have this realization the other day that, I mean, I'm 38 now, and I'm just starting to feel like, oh my God, am I middle-aged? Like, whoa.
Come on in, the water's fine.
I know. And I'm like, actually, it's not that bad. And I don't know why I had this idea, I think, for most of my life, that it was better to be some kind of like wonderkind or something. Hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, life is long. And all of this stuff I don't have a timeline on it. I can, you know, get to these different projects at different times, and that's great.
Lake Placid musician Caitlin Scholl spoke with Doyle Dean. She's part of our Underscore project, and her new album, Following the Light, complete with her Moss music, is out now. You'll find a link to that along with all of the regional musicians we feature on air at ncpr.org/underscore. And if you're a regional musician with music to share, reach out. We would love to hear from you. Email doyle@ncpr.org.